Many years from now, when people look back at the battle against the novel coronavirus, they won't forget a day in early 2020 when a lockdown was imposed on Wuhan. A lockdown that triggered off a people's war against the epidemic. And Wuhan is the eye of the storm in this war.
我们现在所在的是北京西站，因为工作的原因呢，我们要去武汉进行增援报道。这是北京西站的情况。
本次列车是由北京西站开往武汉站的高7次列车。
我们看到现在整个车厢里就剩我们3个人了，下一站就是武汉了。
列车已经到达武汉车站。
换乘的旅客请直接往楼上走，出站后无法再进站，请换乘的旅客注意一下。
自2020年1月23日10时起，全市城市公交、地铁、轮渡、长途客运暂停运营。
The Chinese New Year is just around the corner. Hubei province imposes strict control over personal outflow. Wuhan, a major transportation hub with a population of 11 million, closed all outbound traffic channels. The decision requires considerable courage and sacrifice. This is also the most challenging public health emergency after the founding of New China. Today, Lin Chen, a vlogger based in Wuhan, goes out and films the city he couldn't be more familiar with.
现在街上基本上已经没有人了。每当我想到感染、死亡、停工，会感到痛心。这些不是我记忆当中的样子。这个城市承受了很多。人们有很大的压力，但我们都在努力做对的事。
There are always people doing the right thing when facing fear and uncertainty. Now it's been 27 days since Zhang Jishen first detected the sign of the epidemic and reported it to relevant authorities.
12月26号就是最先开始看病，就是老太太发烧、咳嗽、呼吸困难来看病的。当初跟他一起来，他还老伴儿，还他儿子。老头是因为没有力来就诊的，他当时不发烧。
The next day, the elderly lady and her husband's chest CT scans show the same lesion in their lungs. As the consulting doctor, Zhang becomes alerted.
因为是老头老太2个人都生病了，儿子陪他一起来看病的，想会不会有问题，然后再一查儿子真有问题。以前也有病毒感染引起的双肺多发的膜玻璃，但是它这个比我们以前看到的更多，范围更广。
The diagnosis of the 3 patients now highly alerts her. She concludes that the disease is unusual and reports to the hospital and the Disease Control Authority right away. In the next 4 days, the hospital took in 4 more patients with similar symptoms. They are all from the Huanan seafood market nearby, and they know each other.
我们医院还做了院内的大讨论，就10个专家的大讨论。讨论完之后就觉得这确实是不常见的事情，就一定把就像区疾控、市疾控、省疾控都做了汇报了、报告了，就说我们这有问题。但是具体什么问题说不清楚。
Zhang is the first to sound the alarm for the containment of the epidemic. By New Year's Day of 2020, the respiratory sector of the hospital has seen a soaring number of outpatients. Thanks to the protection measures taken at Zhang's proposal, the sector records no cross-infection between patients and medics by January 30th. On January 20th, renowned Chinese respiratory specialist Zhong Nanshan and his team come to Wuhan and confirm the virus transmits from human to human.
人传人的情况，医务人员和病人的互相传染的情况的确存在。
一句话，飞沫就可能到了，就被感染了。
病人他在这个悬崖边上，只要我们稍微松手，这个人就掉下去了。
The disease has little symptoms in the early stage and is highly contagious and hard to diagnose. Hospitals are short of beds. Many critically ill patients have passed away, even before going to hospital. The outbreak happens during the Chinese New Year travel rush. In a radius of 1,000 kilometers around Wuhan, or 4 hours travel by high-speed train, the area covers 1 billion Chinese people and 90% of the total GDP. If Wuhan did not take tough measures, the consequence would have been unthinkable. Wuhan Jinyintan Hospital, specializing in infectious diseases, is one of the first designated hospitals for novel coronavirus patients. By now, hospital president Zhang Dingyu and his colleagues have been working non-stop for 30 days.
病人不停在增加，而且重症病人不停在死亡。他们这个科室当时16个护士，5名医生，按照正常这种状态的话，最少得30名护士。这16个人怎么休息？排不了休息的，要排休息，病人就撂在那了。这是我最大一次挑战，这确实是我最大一次挑战。
A few days ago, Zhang's wife, who works with another hospital, was infected with the virus, and he himself is suffering from amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
主要是不太方便，不灵活，不稳。我怕摔跤，我下楼的时候特别怕摔跤，必须有东西扶着。下楼我会抓着我的爱人。所以为什么说我爱人这次生病的时候，那天晚上突然一下感情有点受不了，也是这样。
Zhang said he could only live another 5 to 10 years, so he cherishes every minute he has.
我以后可能会被困住啊！但现在我能够工作，我能够帮助到大家，我为什么不可以多帮助一下？我多做一点事情，把这个时间多赢点回来。
But can doctors really outrun the virus when there is a severe shortage of human resources, medical supplies, and hospital beds?
中共中央总书记、国家主席、中央军委主席习近平作出重要，要把人民群众生命安全和身体健康放在第一，坚决遏制疫情蔓延势。
Starting from January 23rd, over 42,000 medical workers from across China began to rush to Hubei.
这个职业的使命就是要为生命站岗。
能够在这么短的时间里面，去动员几万的医务人员，同时到达一个城市去工作，这个可能只有我们能够做到。
我们觉得我们有救了，我们会有人来救我们的。
用家乡话跟你们说，谢谢各位。
Meanwhile, Wuhan decides to build 2 new hospitals following Beijing's SARS treatment model with 2,500 beds, just for coronavirus patients. This winter, many children in China heard a similar fairy tale.
他说：“妈妈，我知道你是去打怪兽的，你就是去打冠状病毒这个怪兽的。
把病毒打败了，爸爸就可以回家了。”
希望妈妈能够成为你心中的英雄。